Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into the incredible, monumental story behind the Constitution of India. We're talking about the actual rule book for the world's largest democracy, a document that was literally forged in the fires of independence. We're going to explore how this nation, with all its incredible diversity, came together to write its own destiny.
So let's just jump right in with the big question. Seriously, think about it. How do you even begin to write one single rulebook for a brand new nation of hundreds of millions of people? People who speak different languages, who have different faiths. I mean, where do you possibly start? That was the enormous challenge facing India's founders.
So, first up, let's talk about why this document was so much more than just a stack of paper. It was, in fact, the very blueprint for a new India.
You know, a constitution isn't just a boring legal text. It's really a nation's mission statement. It's like a shared promise that everyone makes to each other about the kind of country they want to live in, laying out all the big ideas and the basic rules that are going to guide them.
But, oh man, the journey to even get to write this thing was anything but straightforward. Just earning the right to sit down at the table was a massive struggle that went on for decades.
The drumbeat for self-rule just got louder and louder through the early part of the 20th century. You can see it building. It starts with early attempts like the Narrow Report, way back in 1928. Then, in 1934, the specific idea of a Constituent Assembly, a group of people whose whole job is to write the Constitution, was formally put on the table. And just a year after that, the Indian National Congress made it an official demand. The momentum was undeniable.
And this, right here, this was the heart of the problem. This was the Great Standoff. Britain was offering something called Dominion status, which sounds okay, it's a kind of self-government, but you're still ultimately part of the British Empire. But what India was demanding was Purna Swaraj, complete self-rule, total independence. And those are two very, very different things.
And Jawaharlal Nehru just captured the entire mood of the nation with this brilliant quote, "Dominion status is dead as a doornail." I mean, how much clearer can you be? The time for half measures was long gone. There was just no way they were going to compromise on full sovereignty.
So Britain kept trying. They came back with proposal after proposal. The August Offer in 1940, the Cripps Proposal in 42, the Wavell Plan in 45. But here's the thing. They were all just different versions of the same old Dominion status deal. And so every single one of them was rejected. The message couldn't have been clearer. Complete independence or no deal.
So after years and years of this stalemate, this back and forth, what finally happened? What was the breakthrough that finally cleared the way for the Constitution to be written?
The breakthrough finally came in 1946. It was called the Cabinet Mission Plan, and this was the real turning point. For the first time, here was a plan that both the Congress and the Muslim League could agree to. And just like that, the path was cleared, and the Constituent Assembly could finally be formed.
So who were these architects chosen to build a nation? Well, the Constituent Assembly had 389 members. And this wasn't just one group. It was a mix of people from all over, representatives from British India and members from the princely states. It was a real reflection of the nation's incredible diversity.
Now, the elections held that summer give us a pretty clear snapshot of the political scene at the time. The Indian National Congress won a huge majority, 208 seats. That gave them a really strong hand in shaping the whole process. The Muslim League became the second largest party with 73 seats.
Okay, the assembly is in place. The members are chosen. Now the absolutely colossal, generation-defining work of actually drafting the Constitution could finally get underway.
Before anyone could write a single law, they needed a North Star, a guiding philosophy. And Jawaharlal Nehru delivered it with something called the Objective Resolution. You can almost think of it as the Constitution's soul. It was this powerful declaration of the core values, justice, liberty, equality, that would be the foundation for everything that followed.
Now, to turn those big, beautiful ideas into actual, precise legal text, you need a dedicated team. And that was the drafting committee, a group of 7 members set up in August 1947, and leading the charge was its brilliant chairman, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who is rightly known as the chief architect of the Indian Constitution.
And this is one of the most amazing parts of the whole story. This process wasn't hidden away in some secret room. No way. The first draft was actually published for everyone to see in February 1948. And then the entire country was given 8 months to talk about it, debate it, and suggest changes. This was truly a constitution made by the people, for the people.
So, after years of intense debate, thousands of amendments, and just an unbelievable amount of meticulous work, the moment everyone had been working toward finally arrived.
All right, it's super important to remember two key dates here, and they're different for a reason. The Constitution was officially adopted on November 26, 1949, but it didn't come into full force until 2 months later, on January 26, 1950, and that's the day that truly marks the birth of the Republic of India, the day we all celebrate as Republic Day.
The sheer scale of what they accomplished is it's mind-boggling. The whole thing, from the very first meeting to the final signatures, took almost 3 years. To be precise, 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days.
And during that time, the Assembly held 11 different sessions. That adds up to 165 days of actual, formal, sit-down-in-a-room debate and deliberation. Just imagine. And the price tag? Well, the total cost to create this foundational document was 64 lakh rupees, which, at the time, was an absolutely massive investment in the future of the new republic.
So what do you get for all that time, all that effort, all that debate? You get the world's longest written constitution. And you know, its incredible length really says it all. It's a testament to just how complex India is and how incredibly dedicated its creators were to getting it right.
And so this incredible document, born out of decades of struggle and years of intense debate, continues to shape the lives of more than 1 billion people. Which leaves us with a really important question, not just about history, but about right now. How does this foundational text continue to guide, to challenge, and to define the world's largest democracy today?